How often do you think of looking at your friends, work colleagues, or acquaintances? He's so lucky. Fortune just follows him wherever he goes. Lucky people are obviously only a select few, and I always get from life only troubles and failures. I failed to complete a project. I'm still living off my parents. I was rejected again after the job interview. I have no friends or a soulmate. As if it's all on purpose to spite me. And in your opinion, why does this all happen when one gets everything from life and the others get nothing? Why does the series of failures never end? What's important is to ask, do you want to change it or leave it as is? If you're determined to get life transformations right now, then where to start? Watch the video and you'll definitely learn how to win in life and become the luckiest person on the planet. Hello everyone, you're watching Wisey, the channel about everything and anything. Today, we'll learn about habits that at first glance may seem like nonsense, but in fact are magnets for failure. Let's start. Habit number 1. Your perfectionism is unhealthy. Our parents always taught us that everything should be perfect. No day without a good grade from school, waking up on schedule, cleaning the room so that there's no dust left. As we grow older, we put ourselves under pressure, not realizing that perfectionism can be unhealthy. People who are tough on themselves do not have flexibility, endurance, and the ability to accept their failures. They lose the desire to set ambitious goals for themselves because self-esteem is the lowest of the low. Self-flagellation and poor adaptability to poor outcomes leads to eating disorders, chronic depression, and in a critical case, suicidal thoughts. Habit number 2. Instaddiction. You scroll through Instagram and see the photos of your subscribers having a great time visiting a nature reserve, a new country, graduating with honors from uni, and receiving another award for their next achievements. All this is an eyesore, and you're depressed because of the thought that you live an ordinary and monotonous life. Losers waste their lives on social media because they themselves have no idea what they want and envy someone else's happiness. Successful people celebrate in their hearts the pleasant events of their friends and learn important insights from them because they eliminate words like envy and envious from their vocabularies. Habit number 3. You don't cultivate your personal brand. A personal brand means to declare yourself to a society of successful and enterprising people. Personal brand as a term came to us from a kind of science called soft skills, which we'll talk about later. A personal brand is like perfumes with their own special smell and associations that they will evoke. But you don't develop a personal brand because you don't want to share your ideas or inspiration with the people around you. You'll not achieve the career of your dream if you humiliate others with the belief that you've achieved little to earn the respect of others. You are already born a brand. Enrich yourself with knowledge, people who lift you up to fly, and be yourself, exactly the real you. Now it's time for today's quiz. Perhaps it'll puzzle you, because you might not have yet come across the topic about types of thinking and what role each one plays. Don't be afraid to make a mistake, because we'll definitely give a brief explanation for the wrong answers. Let's try to guess the question. What type of thinking helps us stay focused, disciplined, analyze reality, and be curious? 1. Emotional. 2. Logical. Or 3. Critical. The right answer is 3. In logical thinking, evidence and reason are used to which a person finds a way out of a difficult and unusual situation, builds an action plan for several steps forward, anticipating, and kinds of force majeure scenarios in advance in order to find a quick path to success. Emotional thinking or intelligence contributes to the understanding of one's own and others' emotions. With the right use of it, people are able to recognize their strengths and weaknesses, show empathy, and take responsibility for the result of their behavior. All of the above types of thinking also apply to soft skills. It seems we'll have to return to this more than once, so let's continue on with today's topic further. Habit number 4. You don't pay attention to chronophages. Chronophages are the things that devour our time. TV, computer games, unscheduled calls, meaningless conversations. They disorient us and distract us from fulfilling our responsibilities, goals, and objectives. A person begins to lack priorities, delegation, procrastination, and incorrect assessment of his abilities. You may not do anything in a day, but you'll still feel overworked and emotionally burnt out. Habit number 5. You don't cut your coat according to your cloth. The reason why losers have an empty wallet and quickly lose their money is because they lack financial literacy. A rich person is one who has enough understanding about his income and expenses, and tries to keep the level of expenses as low as possible. Wealth begins with rich thinking. If you don't begin to manage your money, then their absence will manage you. Habit number 6. You don't master thoroughly your knowledge and talents in practice. Each of us has the seeds of our talents, but you lack the determination to start a real practice. You're a wonderful theater actor, but you're afraid of performing on stage in front of a large audience. You're a great innovator of ideas, but you stay passive and never speak up during debates or brainstorming. All successful people were scared at first, so don't think you're worse than anyone else. Imagine your talent as a seed, and water is the practice in which you've taken the lead. Each time, the future fruit of your inner seed will increase if you turn your practical actions into a healthy habit. Habit number 7. You work not for pleasure, but for money. An unlucky person believes that one has to go to work for the sake of money in order to bring bacon to the family. Fortunately, our modernity is moving long-forgotten beliefs off the ground by putting in the first place the desire to work for the sake of pleasure and interest in the profession. If there is sincere devotion to your favorite business, life will surely reward you with waves of spiritual and financial well-being. Spirituality is the most valuable currency. Soft skills do not belong to the main profession at all, but they help to get ahead in any area of life. According to the research conducted by scientists at Stanford University, our success is 85% dependent on the ability to leadership, time management, resolving conflicts, to constructively point out the mistakes of colleagues, present yourself and ideas, and also remain an interesting conversationalist. Habit number 8. You wait for the praise of others. Losers who make at least one effort on themselves will wait for praise. This is not only modest in the first place and retaliation to oneself, and immature in the eyes of others. Only children want to hear praise from their parents for their achievements, as their attention is valuable to them. What is more valuable to you, your own success, or success for the sake of applause? You don't notice happiness in little things. Another sign of an unsuccessful person is that they're not grateful for anything. Successful and grateful people begin to thank life for the fact that, having gone through unsuccessful attempts, they've learned to listen to their desires, to meet faithful and positive people on their way, for the family that supported and supports them. If you're still experiencing life's difficulties, always wake up with the question, am I thanking the world for waking up and being alive? What wonderful things has it prepared for me today? Success is finding ways to be grateful despite life's flaws. Habit number 10. Losers don't forgive themselves for mistakes. Not forgiving yourself for mistakes will always drag you down, no matter how much potential you have. No need to blame yourself for the fact that you now know how to act differently, and that from now on, you're a different person for the better. Success in any field will be on top, remembering all your desires and bringing them to life. You will have great chances to receive excellent results further and feel the joy of unlimited spiritual freedom. Before graduating from a university, we must clearly prepare not for a diploma of higher education, but to prepare our personal brand, because 89% of employers experience a shortage of specialists in the field of self-development and self-building. Finally, we'll give you a pinch of philosophy. In your hands, drop. Be grateful for closed doors, ruined plans, or for the ending of false friendship. These things are witness to your wrong path, and the world is protecting you from everything that is not meant for you. If this video inspired you to expand your horizons and look at your problems from a different angle, hit the like button and share it with your friends who are also seeking inspiration. For more videos about everything and anything, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell. Thank you for studying life with Wisey. See ya.